Hi, Aadya here, and today I'm going to take you on a journey through my 2023, filled with music, fun, family, friends, challenges, interesting situations, and most of all, learning. Let's go. The first thing I learnt was the art of storytelling, not just through my music and my songs, but also through vlogging, which helped improve my articulation and impromptu thinking. I also discovered the beauty of Punjabi music, which challenged and enriched my musical vocabulary. It's amazing how music can be so diverse and different in different cultures. September brought some new challenges. I was attending the Brit school after 5 years of homeschooling. So of course, it was a big change. I had to learn about responsibilities that I'd never thought about before, like managing my timetable, getting to class on time without having to rely on a school bell, because Brit school does not have a school bell. Oh, and I also learnt a new skill, the bass guitar. And it's not my best instrument, that will always be the piano. However, it was a good change. I learnt something new and I was able to use it for designing my songs in a more interesting and, what's the good word for it? Efficient, there we go, in a more efficient way. Because if you know how to play the bass, it's great for songmaking. Independence became my new best bud. When it came from traveling to and fro school, learning how to do music production on Logic Pro, and getting 100% on my math test, everything was a new milestone. I also figured out something pretty crucial. Of course, homeschooling was awesome. I was able to do so much in less time. However, going to school and being with like-minded peers was a completely different fun. And I realized it's about balancing both worlds, taking the important things and memories and applying them to good use. So what can we learn from this? We can learn that whatever environment you are in, try and always take the good things. Learn the things that help you, the best habits. Because if you do that, then you'll be able to take the best from so many worlds, which means you're going to have multifold of knowledge, and that's always useful. Another thing that 2023 has taught me is facing my fears. And I've got quite a list, mind you. I'm terrified of speed, terrified of heights, terrified of insects and small bugs. I'm always really worried about what other people are going to think of me, that I'm going to be embarrassed, that someone's going to make fun of me, and I'm going to be stuck in a bad situation. So, what did I do? I looked at the fear and I was like, you are not going to get the better of me. I started vlogging and shooting music videos in public places where everybody can be like, what is this girl doing? I literally put myself in that situation, and let me tell you, I was close to tears every single time. But you know, that's what it is. It's facing your fear. You may feel upset, uncomfortable, really down about what you're doing, but you're facing a fear. Isn't that cool? Isn't that courageous? Okay, you're fearful, but you're facing the fear. That's courageous. Let's move on to the next thing. My dad has always told me that life has 3 pillars: health, wealth, and relationships. I never fully understood this concept until this year, especially the relationships. If you dig down, it leads to my family and my friends. And I've learned a really important part about friendships. Friendships are not easy, and they're two-sided. You and the person you're friends with. And sometimes, if the other person is just not keeping that bond secure, the best thing for you to do is turn away. And of course, it can be upsetting leaving a friend and realizing that they're not going to respect you in the way that you respect them. They're not going to treat you like family with that closeness. Of course it hurts, but sometimes it's the best thing to do. And new friendships can always be formed. You are not limited to the friends you already have. I learned this after losing almost 3 really close friendships. And I realized well, that doesn't mean that I have to stop making friends. And that doesn't mean that there's something wrong with me either. However, you got to remember, this is two-sided. You can't always blame it on the other person. You have to think about yourself as well. Am I giving the other person the respect that they deserve? So, always think both ways. Think about what you are doing, think about what the other person's doing. And that way, you can create a really close bond and a friendship of best friends, the friendship that's long-lasting. And that's how you can create a stable relationships pillar. Ever since I can remember, I've been obsessed with the color pink. Everything had to be pink, from my bedroom to my clothes to the new gift I was getting on my birthday. However, I started loving Harry Potter. It's one of my favorite texts. And I'm in Ravenclaw, which is the House of Wisdom, and its main color is blue. So I decided to be open-minded, and instead of having a usual pink or rose gold themed birthday party, I had a blue Ravenclaw themed 14th birthday. Now what's all this got to do with learning? Well, it's a symbolic, well not symbolic because it did literally happen, but also a fun way of knowing that being open-minded is one of the best things in life. Exploring new things, changing your perspective, and doing things in which you don't expect anything back, like volunteering for the communities. I attend girl guiding as well. These sorts of things, they give you an open mind and humbleness because you don't expect anything back. Then the most unexpected thing happened. I got invited to sing in the UK Bhangra Awards, and I could only sing Punjabi songs there. Now, I barely knew about Punjabi music, let alone trying to sing Punjabi music. However, with support, help, and a lot of hard work and practice, I nailed it. And this means that you can do whatever you want to do as long as you put the effort. Oh, and opportunities will knock at your door at any time. You gotta be ready for them. You can't just sit around and expect that you'll be ready when the time comes. You need to put the effort in now, because you never know when an opportunity is gonna open up and say, hey, I need you to go and be awesome there. But life isn't always smooth. The day of the performance, right in the morning, I lost my voice. It was terrifying. I could barely speak. I was sounding like that. I could not say a word. However, even after everything, I still got in the car and I still traveled to the event. And I kept doing warm-ups and exercises, and I kept trying to make my voice healthy. I did steam, I ate honey, I did everything that I could. And when I got there, I realized that the biggest challenge of all was to get up on that stage in front of all those people and perform my music. However, I did, and everyone loved it. Okay, my voice sounded much lower than it usually is, but I still did it, and nobody thought it sounded bad. So I learned that with courage and determination, you can do anything, even if the tide goes away from you. So that was my 2023, all about growth, facing fears, making new friends, and enjoying the path I was on, accepting the challenges and pushing through like a winner. And you know what? It's not about the destination, it's about the journey. Because the journey is the most enjoyable part. It's never gonna end, until you die, that is. But to end on an optimistic note, I would love to know about all your journeys of 2023. So share in the comments about what you've done. Because you know what? The best way of learning is to learn from each other. You can't always go sit in a stuffy old classroom and listen to a teacher telling you about the periodic table, can you? So I feel the best way of learning is to learn stuff from each other. So put about all your learnings of 2023 in the comments, subscribe to this channel, like, and tell me if you want any more similar videos like this, or special vlogs about different places. Thank you. Oh, and Happy New Year, 2024! Oh, sorry. I was too excited. We'll cut, we'll do that again.